Alright, so back at it, man. Once again, copyright disclaimer. I don't own none of this material, just using it for educational and teaching purposes. Alright? Now let's go back into, let's deal with Reuben again. We still dealing with Reuben, man. You know what I'm talking about? Alright? Right here is another video. Still the same video, Congo Dandies. Okay? Now we just dealing with, well, he might be a Mason. See his hands? I just noticed that. But anyway, this now I'm dealing with how they behave, their behavior, their well-mannered behavior, you know, to display the excellency of dignity. Because you can't just be dressing looking good without having well-mannered behavior. This is what Reuben is about, man. All right. In spite of all the impoverished conditions that they live in, these gentlemen are still displaying themselves to be like millionaires and billionaires, man. It's amazing. It's an astonishment, a proverb and a byword. It's an anomaly, man. And it's most excellent and beautiful. I love it. I believe that they are the tribe of Reuben, man. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. Okay, so let's see what they say, man. See if, it says in general, the Sapors don't wear fakes, right? They don't wear no knockoffs, man. Like I brought that out earlier in the last video. I'm gonna show you again though. And they don't sag pants. Shall not wear trousers sagging low. Right? What else? Look, listen.
Sagging low. Shall to not wear Chinese-made clothes.
Yeah, no knockoffs, no Chinese made clothes, because you know, China is all about making the fakes, man. All about making the knockoffs, man. See, the Sapor, they're not about that, man. Okay? They ain't not about rocking no fake name brands, man. That's not the behavior of an excellent, dignified person. No fake clothing around here, man. Remember back in the day in the 90s, all them knockoffs you get in Harlem? Nah, these brothers ain't with that, man. Nah, nope. That wouldn't be the excellency of dignity, man. Right? Let me get some definitions, man. Right? Make sure I'm still showing my screen, man. These faulty devices. Okay? You gotta be excellent to be a dandy, man. You can't be playing no games. Right? You gotta be elegant. Let me see here, man. Let me go back to the video. The Sapor don't wear fakes. Okay? They don't wear no fakes, man. Because if you put fake thing, everybody will know. La Sape is known as the Society of Ambianceurs and Elegant People. Can't have nothing fake if you represent. In fact, it's a gentleman's society. But it's also a way of being, behaving and dressing. You see that? It's a way of being, behaving and dressing. Now see, there's two sides to this coin. They behave well-mannered, but at the same time, they behave unduly. All right, let's get the definition, man. See, what it means to be a dandy right? A man unduly devoted to style, neatness, and fashion and dress and appearance, right? An excellent thing of its kind. So a Danny means a man that's unduly, and what else? And what else? It says unduly, if something is done unduly, it's done out of proportion with what's reasonable or right. Right? Unduly, man. And you know what they doing is unreasonable. It is done out of proportion because in the situation that they live in, the impoverished situation that they in would be way out of proportion. Well, what they doing would be way out of proportion in context of where they live and how they live. You know what I'm saying? Way out of proportion. So again, unduly can also mean excessively. Okay? Alright, so like I said, Reuben is excessive, man. Excessive, man. They're excessive in being proper. The excellency of dignity, right? Check this out. This is a man named Severin. All right, check this guy out. Excessive in being proper. I am Mr. Severin Muengo, the badass of La Sape. All the Sapurs, the best ones, know me. They know me not for my vulgarity, but for doing things properly. You see that? Look at leave me swagged out in the Congo, man, with the pipe in the mouth. You know what I'm talking about? They know me not for my vulgarity, but for doing things properly. This is the excellency of dignity, man. Just being upright and proper and well dressed. Right? Being upright and well dressed and proper in relation to how they are dressed and well mannered and behaved, man. You know what I'm talking about? And for the items of clothing that I have, so now the clothes. Look at all these clothes. See, there are plenty of them. Excessive, man. All of this is clothing. Look at all them shoes. All this is clothing. All this is clothing. This is clothing. These are weapons. They kill. Look at it, man. Cause you see, the name SEVERIN. Let me get the name, man. His name. SEVERIN, meaning Severin. Salak. Severin is a masculine given name of Latin origin derived from Severinus and the root severus, meaning stern, serious, or severe. Okay? So he is very stern and severe when it comes to his excellency of dignity, man. Very look at all these clothes, man. He's so stern and severe with the way he dressed and his amount of clothes. He considers them weapons, man, and that they kill. Excessive in an amount of clothing. Look at this, man. So his behavior and being proper is in relation to the items of clothing that he has. Look at the boy. Like he getting the attention, man. That's Reuben. Turn heads, man. The show son. The son of being seen. Right? The son that shows the posterity of the father Jacob, man. Of the whole nation, man. Little boy looking at him like, man, what are you doing, man? Look at how we living. We impoverished. And you trying to look good. Yo, come on, man. You can't make this up. So look at the clothes, man. There are plenty of them. Look at the excess. The excessiveness. Right? Let's get some. Come on, man. Right? Excellency. Reuben. Thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency. What's excellency, man? What's excellency going into as well? It's Hebrew yathar. Right? Overhanging. Way too much. Overhanging. That means it's just way over, like the you know what I'm saying? Just way out of proportion. Right? An excess. An excessive amount. Superiority. Right? Abundant. See, Reuben is abundant and excessive in showing himself to be dignified and well-mannered in how he dresses, man. Okay? Exceeding excellency. That's what it means to be unduly. Let's get the definition, man. Where's unduly at, man? If something is done unduly, it's done out of proportion with what's reasonable or right. So what this guy is doing in the midst of his poverty, right, is absolutely unduly and unreasonable to what is right. Because you would think these guys would take care of their priorities and trying to live better, have a better roof over their head. But what do? They go and buy these expensive clothes, cost thousands of dollars, man. Thousands of dollars. Just so they can display themselves to be excellent in their dignity, man. Wow. Look at all the excess. The clothing. SEVERIN. Wingo. Look at the clothes. There are plenty of them. Excessive. Unduly. All of this is clothing. All of this. This is clothing, all this. He not playing. Listen, man. He all about looking excellent and dignified. Damn if he broke or looking impoverished. Talking about these are all weapons. Look, all these are for wearing in your pocket. With an arsenal like this, how can I be short of an accessory? He ain't playing. No. Here there are ties. Look at all these ties he got. He about to dump them out. Here they are. How could I be short of an adjustment? See, he got so much excess so he can look excellent and dignified that he got so many varieties. He can come up with all kinds of combinations. Ain't no limit to what he could do. This is Reuben, man. Yes, I get credit as I'm a civil servant. I take out credit for the clothes, man. Take out credit. Excessive, man. For Lasape 4 times in all. Look at all them hats, ties, suits. For the first time I borrowed 8 million, that's 8,600 USD. That ain't really 8 million USD. That's 8,600 USD. You see how much they spend on clothes? You can't tell me this ain't Reuben. You know what I mean? SEVERIN. Muengo. Come on, man. Wow. Yeah, you Jakes in the States, you ain't spending that much money on clothes, man. You know what I'm talking about? So excessive, blown out of proportion, man. Reuben will blow it out of proportion, man. Right? Look at this, man. And excess. All of the excessive amount of clothes he got, man. This is the word for excellency. Yathar. Abundant. Reuben gonna be abundant no matter what situation and impoverished conditions he living in. He ain't gonna care. Excellency. Plentifully. Very unduly in their behavior within the context of their living conditions. You know what I'm saying? Unduly. If something is done unduly, it's done out of proportion with what's reasonable or right. It is completely unreasonable in the context of how they live in to have all those excessive amounts of clothing. Wow, man. And that's what it means to be a dandy. A man unduly devoted to style, neatness, and fashion and dress and appearance. And all disregard to how they living. Some of these guys will go hungry just to buy these clothes. Listen, I already showed you the brother Maxime. All right, it took almost 2 years for him to save up for a pair of Westerns. Right? What does it also mean to be unduly? Can also mean excessively. Excessive, man. These men are unduly with the clothes, man. A dandy. Indeed. Excellent. Things are all fine and dandy. Excellent. You know? Look, 8 million, then 6 million, 6,500. Okay, so it was 6,500. That was just one suit. Hold on. First time I borrowed 8,600 USD. Then 6 million, 6,500 USD. Then 7.5 million francs, 8,000 USD just to buy clothes, man. You brothers ain't spending this money in the US on clothes. But some of y'all do live ghetto fabulous, right? Well, some of us do. Excessive in nature, man. Lustful, like that's Reuben. Unstable as water, man. Thou shalt not excel. And deal with that too. Oh, I go to the bank, get credit, and I buy. Look at that. Excess. We have sisters, children. Now this is listen, man. This is why Reuben not excelling, man. When your sister, who's away in the village, finds out you have a pair of shoes which are in contact with the ground, and you paid 3.5 million, 3,800 USD for them, when your sister is suffering there, To earn money, you have to work in the field. And you give her nothing? If she found out about it, would she be happy? She'll curse you. What do you say? I don't tell him. What do you expect, man? This is Reuben, man. Thou shalt not excel. I'm going to get into that more, man. Because Reuben worried about looking excellent and dignified, showing himself to have power and might, right? Which is the firstborn. He ain't worried about no other priorities. Ain't worried about his family. He'll destroy his family just to look good, man. That's a curse, man. That is a curse. Yeah, so Reuben would lack priorities, but at the same time be excessive in his way of showing himself to be excellent and dignified. You know what I'm saying? He don't regard nothing else. The only thing he concerned with is looking like he's $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of the curse, man. Thou shalt not excel. I'm gonna get into that, man. Okay? I don't tell them what do you expect. Right? He don't tell them. He ain't not telling his family the amount of money he's spending on these clothes. I don't want to anger my family. It's 3.5 million, 3,800 USD. That's another time. You know? That right there is another time. So Reuben is excessive, man. Unduly. Okay. Let's go to another video, man. Dressing like millionaires in world poorest country. 533.
Your day-to-day covered with Base 44 super agents. Your life is chaotic. Set up a personal...
To these support...
Alright, so let's look at this.
It doesn't matter whether they don't eat day or night, as long
You hear
as...
that? They don't care if they don't eat day or night, man. You see the obsession of being in excessiveness so they can look good?
they're well dressed. That's so surprising to see their homes, day or night, as long as they're well dressed. It doesn't matter whether they don't eat day or night, as long as they're well dressed. That's so surprising to see their homes, because it's totally different according to how they look. They live in ramshackled houses, but in those houses lies clothes and decorations of millions of money.
See that? All the excessiveness and looking good. A support can have one pair of shoes because he'll constantly need to change. You see this, man? That's why they have excessive amounts of clothing. And because of that, because they spend their money on all the clothes and accessories and shoes, ties and all of that good stuff, they're not excelling in the things that they need to really be excelling in, such as their living conditions. Yeah, that's part of the curse, man. Right?
Tu dois savoir s'échanger. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de
Look, there are many pair of shoes.
Barcos e badges.
My name is Can't even see that. It says zebra.
Zebra.
I'm called Marcos Ibra Zebra, and I am well dressed. I like to
Alright.
walk and show off to the streets because I believe that I look stunning.
See, I like to walk and show off to the streets. That's Reuben, man. That's what Reuben means. Hold on. To be the son of show. The son to be seen. The son that grabs attention, man. To turn heads. That's what Reuben means. Let me go back, man. Scriptures, precepts. Alright, that's what Reuben means. Ra'ah, Waban, or Rabban, right? See ye a son. Which goes back to Ra'ah, 87200. Ra'ah. See to see, perceive. See, look. Behold, show. Appear. Right? Come on, man. To stare. People stare at these guys, man. And I'm going to show you, they make themselves out to be like statues in the middle of the street. Right? Just to be seen. Like the scribes and Pharisees. That like to be seen of men. To gaze, man. Appear. Behold. All these words represent Reuben, man. Alright? Let's go back, man. P.
I'm called Marcos Ibra Zebra, and I am well dressed. I like to walk and show off to the streets because I believe that I look stunning. And it's for sure because I turn heads. So I...
See, he turned heads. He looks stunning, man. Come on, man. You can't make this up.
find it like my heaven.
Donc, ça là, ça fait mesure. Oui, que Nico, c'est comme si je suis au paradis.
He say he find it like his heaven. When I am well, hold on. I look stunning, and it's for sure because I turn heads, so I find it like my heaven.
Là, ça fait mesure. Oui, que Nico, c'est comme si je suis au paradis.
I became a sapper since my childhood because I used to...
Là, ça fait mesure. Oui, que Nico, c'est comme si je suis au paradis.
I became a sapper since my childhood because I used to watch our most famous music artists on television like Papa Wemba and Kofi Olomide. These artists are also known to be most sappers. Then I had always wished to dress like them, and my dreams came true.
Alright, so
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site in just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible. Or
so he do this to be seen, man. Right? I look stunning, and it's for sure because I turn heads. So I find it like my heaven. This is Reuben, man, trying to get that attention. So he can show forth and display the excellency of dignity and power for the whole nation. This is the Reuben representing. You know what I mean? Okay, come on, man. But I'm still dealing with being excessive, man. Hold on, man. Let me backtrack.